Hello guys, this is Jessie Lewis Jean from Simply Heard Counseling, and I wanted to talk about something that that I've been noticing as of late. Maybe you also have been noticing it. I've been noticing there's quite a few individuals who are familiar or have grown very familiar and attached to therapeutic language or speaking the language of therapy without actually doing the work therapy calls them to do. And the idea is, not just to know the language, but to implement them. And don't get me wrong, I love that so many of us knows the language, knows the terms, knows how to apply it, knows what they mean and how it connects and applies to them personally. That's the first step, the understanding and the growing of awareness, right? But when it doesn't also bring about the next step we all hope to get to, which is change, it just becomes another word we know, all right? And words like, boundaries. These are awesome, amazing words to know. Triggers, attachment styles, or I'm this attachment style versus I'm that attachment style. Emotional regulation or dysregulation. Gaslighting, or feeling gaslit, or just the other terms like, I'm feeling anxious. I am anxious. I have anxiety. I'm depressed. I have depression. I have OCD. I have obsession compulsion disorder. I am bipolar. Or I'm borderline personality disorders. All of these terms, these are really great that you have the awareness and understanding of them. Now, that's progress, and I'm not going to take anybody's flowers with that type of progress. But somewhere along the line, we become confused knowing the language with living the principles, and you got to do both. That's the real gist of therapy, right? You don't just show up for therapy because you just wanted to learn some words. You show up to therapy because you realize, or it's either you've been told or you yourself realize that how I am right now is just not working. It's not making me happy. It's not bringing me peace. It's like it's draining me. I'm feeling drained. I'm feeling depleted. And you go so that you can figure out what this is, what's the term, and then how do I change that term? Or how not to change the term? How do I change that? How do I be different, show up different, or have different outcomes, and so on and so forth, right? And unfortunately, we have quite a few individuals who just knows the terms, but are not applying not applying the change. So I'm hoping that I can leave you with this, that it's amazing and awesome that anyone just takes a moment to show up for themselves and seek support and seek counseling. That's a plus. Okay, but then do the extra step, not just learn the terms and know the language, but implement the change, that comes with learning the terms that I'm sure that counselors have talked about or shown about or taught in sessions and discussed heavily in sessions. And if that's not your therapeutic relationship with your counselor, then find another. The idea is not just to talk, but also hopefully veer towards change. Okay? So if that's not what's happening, then once again, find another counselor that can help you towards that, so that you're no longer becoming someone with all these beautiful, classy therapeutic words and knowing all these therapeutic languages, but you're also someone who not only just know the language and know the words, but also implementing and living the change. All right? Once again, this is Jessie Lewis Jean from Simply Heard Counseling. Until next time.